The Jandies, Part 3. Now, having heard this, you will surely start to notice how those who wear thrift shop clothes or hand-me-downs often have pallid expressions, thinning or greasy hair, facial tics, skin blemishes, poor teeth, ungainly bodily postures, and even speech impediments. Many have unwholesome personal habits which they cannot easily, or will not, disguise. These include obsessive nose-picking and nail-biting. Things are never truly well for them, and they are constantly grumbling about this or that or the next thing. I knew a large family who had a house in an unusually good street near the Bridge of Don. They had a good steady income from the university where the mother lectured on social work, while the father wrote legal textbooks. Nevertheless, as an economy, their youngest child was forced to wear items from a nearby charity shop. I never saw that boy without a cold. Sniffle, 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 and always a droplet of snot billowing, ballooning, heavily pregnant, about to fall from his nostril. He came to our house and immediately broke a vase. He was pitifully, hopelessly accident-prone, forever with some limb or joint fractured or sprained. He had few friends. His expression, always woeful, perhaps discouraged his peers from social intercourse. In my case, pity issuing from a Christian education prompted me to offer my companionship. This was counter to my every healthy instinct. Truly, his presence brought me a dread, as one might feel close to something fetid. When he grew older, he began glue sniffing, then developed an addiction to drugs, and had endless difficulties with the law. He is currently on probation following an attempt to steal a 4-pack of Tennant's Lager from the Tesco's supermarket on Rousey Drive. You will have observed that the families in my example were certainly not poor, having steady incomes and respectable positions. This discounts any idea that the traits seen in the wearers of these clothes correlate more with socioeconomic state than the clothes they wear. And let me draw your attention to the practices of aristocratic families. These, even more, do not lack money, but nonetheless customarily hand clothing as heirlooms to their offspring: green Wellingtons, tweed overcoats, rugger boots, hunting attire, or cricketing whites. And so, from generation to generation, the children of the aristocracy pass diverse psychological maladies, tendencies to alcoholism, depression, and distasteful sexual deviancies, these often involving flagellation or other species, or both. It is thanks only to their privileged position in society that these ill effects do not cause them more damage. Afterward, it has been asked if positive, morally and socially beneficial tendencies can be passed in a similar manner through clothing. The answer to this is that there is no evidence supporting this, though theoretically it seems possible. The reason that there are no cases supporting this is open to speculation. It seems likely that the dominant strains that survive within the molecular structure of clothes are the malign influences. It might, however, be that these are simply more evident as their presence stimulates the transgression of social norms, thus drawing more attention than would be the case if social norms were merely sustained through good actions.